Hey YouTube, in this little video I'm going to talk about something that happened a month ago and got me thinking. I didn't really quite have the right words, but I now realize that paradox would be a good word, so this is what I'm going to call the YouTuber paradox. There's probably already a YouTuber paradox out there that I don't know about, but I think paradox is very fitting for this. To start off, I'm going to say why I'm on YouTube, which, long story short, I love making videos. I was making videos before I found out about YouTube or any internet website. Then it started with Adam Films. Long story short, I ended up on YouTube because I liked the chance that someone could see my video. Wasn't hoping to get super popular or famous. I just liked the chance that someone could see it and enjoy it. And really, I'm making videos for one of the big reasons because I like sharing, and I'm sharing with people in that regard. That has changed since then to now recently, where I am using up what I was saving for a car, but they were just getting way too expensive. I couldn't afford one. I'm using that, and I've lived with my parents for my whole entire life. Okay, but I've been using my car savings to just stay at home and not have a day job. And I'm trying to make YouTube be a monetized thing. I get to the point where I'm monetized. Maybe I'll get a little lucky and get some Patreon supporters along the way too, some other sources of income, something from YouTube. And the big reason for that is, well, yes, I can go and have a job at various places. I've proven that by working two different pizza shops, dollar store, gas station, burrito place. I can do that. I just don't like it very much. And there have been a few other things going on in my life. I do have autism, type 1, but that's not really one of the big reasons why having jobs like those are tough. But basically, I'm just trying to make YouTube work right now, especially since I don't need as much because I'm staying with my parents. Then I think a little more hopeful that I could maybe make what I would want in a month. We'll have to see. But that's basically why I'm on YouTube. And a lot of people share the same reason. So it's a whole long complicated thing that I did another video on. If you want that, let me know. I'll find it for you if you can't. But I was talking about like my job and not going back to a regular job. Yeah, it's a whole long thing that I could get into all the weeds about, and why this is a lot happier for me. I much prefer this over making 30 pizzas an hour or 100 burritos an hour. This is better than that by a long shot. So the YouTuber paradox comes when I was on Reddit, on one of the YouTube-centered subreddits. I forget which one. But someone was like, I hate baked-in video ads, and there needs to be an easy way to remove them. And then I was like, but hey, we have to make money too. Yeah, sure. Or maybe it wasn't me, I forget. But someone was like, yeah, we have to, us creators have to make money too. And yeah, sure. And I see that they were talking about with having YouTube Premium. And so maybe having an option to make those a little bit easier to skip could be a thing. I don't know where to stand on that side yet, but I've never had sponsors. I'm not even monetized yet. But really, this ultimately ended where he said, whoever they were said, go get a regular job. That is extremely rude to say. Like I said, I'm capable of it. A large portion of YouTube are capable of it. I don't know, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm sure there's a smaller sub-portion of YouTubers that are actually doing it as a legitimate job and making money from it because it's like the only thing they can do. I can totally see someone with a higher level of autism or other mental disorder than me doing YouTube as a job and making money from it. Maybe they review some of the old video games that they've collected and do let's play videos on them. They play modern games. I don't know, whatever. They could find some kind of hobby that they turn into a video format that trains, maybe, whatever. That they're doing it as a legitimate YouTube business that's making them some money. And, maybe there's probably a high chance that the type of person I described lives with their parents still. But, hey, it's more money that lets them go out and buy more things that they want. Maybe they're using it to help support their family too, buy some of the groceries, pay for other expenses. I mean, if I had a family member, direct son, or somebody else who was doing that and helping support my family or their family, I would be absolutely thrilled. Because, I mean, it used to be that people like this were stuck in their basement in the 90s just playing video games, didn't have a lot of friends because, mental disability, they're not socially adept. So there's a small portion of people that are doing it because it's the only thing that they could do, or one of very few things they could do. And then there's a larger portion of people that are doing it because they want to and they can, and it's turned out to be a living for them. But there's also another set, which is for the people who are doing it, well, kind of like I said, but there's a difference. Some people want to, and so they really try hard to make it a job, and they're doing it kind of as a job first, but they do really like making videos on whatever, because you kind of have to, otherwise you're going to have burnout. But the other set of people are doing it because they started making videos just because they liked a particular topic and they wanted to do videos on that. And then it turned out to be successful monetarily. And because of that, they were able to spend more time on the videos because they were making enough money from it that they didn't need a day job. And they could put more time and resources into it. And they had a little more money to spend on those videos. And I think hopefully you see where I'm going with that. Some people are doing it because it's given them the opportunity to, and they want to provide more content for people on the particular topic, and they have more time and money to do it now because they don't have a day job and the videos are paying for themselves. So this is where the paradox really comes into play, because you say, oh, just go get a regular job. Well, yeah, but if they do that, then the amount of videos that they're putting out is going to be less. They might not be as high quality. They'll definitely not be as often, or at all maybe. Maybe they'll go back to a regular job and they'll not have the energy for both. That could very well happen. I really love making videos, and so I'm going to do it whether I have a regular job or not. May even do it whether or not people are actually watching. That's debatable. But seriously though, if they do that, there's going to be a lot less. Let's say you had a channel, DinkPods comes to mind. He does 2 videos a month. One of them is Patreon only. And, imagine if he had to go get a day job. Well, that's actually just on his main channel. But he does the float plane streams for drums. And then he does some car stuff and a few other random things on his Garbage Time channel. Imagine all that shrinking down. Imagine one video on his main channel like every 2 months because he had a day job. And so when you're being like that rude person and saying give it a regular job to someone you've never watched before, or someone that maybe you have but you don't care about, you don't like what they do, I can see it's a little easier to say that, but it's still rude. But imagine if that was said to someone that you actually like and they actually did it and you got less videos from them. You want videos from us, and we're here to give you videos, but it costs time and money, and it's going to be a lot easier for us just to do that if we're monetized, if you're Patreon supporting us and stuff. Now, in my case, I am still working to make some of my content better and, get to some of the things that I actually want to make and have them set up where I can do them good and well. And so I recognize that, especially more so on the Patreon part of things, I'm not at the point yet where I would have lots of people wanting to support me, and that's okay. But for other people that are being supported, think about like Captain Sparkles. I'm wearing his shirt right here. All of the stuff that he does, Minecraft and other video games, and he always has these streams for people, and he's streaming most days. Although I'm watching his VOD content, I'm not following him on Twitch. I'm not following anyone on Twitch. But he's doing that most days, most of the time. Just imagine if he had to go get a day job and he couldn't stream as much, and how a lot of people would be sad and not have as much content to watch. And we're very lucky that we have this constant flow of content from all these creators. But just think if for some of your favorite creators, they had to do it less. because they had to go get a day job, or because you told them go get a day job because your last video didn't perform as well, blah blah. Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's the YouTuber paradox. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm definitely not an expert on this, but it definitely is a balance. And we shouldn't be very quick just to say that one person should go get a day job. Because also another thought just quickly came to mind. What if that one person was responsible for a certain genre of content, and then without them, it drastically changed? Like, I can think of Linus Tech Tips is definitely one of the bigger names in tech YouTubing, and so he was definitely a pioneer in that space and getting them recognized and getting more people to be able to do that. So yeah, anyways, if you did enjoy my thoughts, make sure you leave a like down below. Consider subscribing. I talk about stuff like this every once in a while, but go check out what else I do. I'm working on some alarm clock collection related stuff. Finishing up my studio, I play some Minecraft. Got a cooking video coming out shortly. I'm going to do more short film type stuff hopefully soon. And I'll see you guys in whatever's next. Bye!